Hello, third graders, and welcome to Math Meets Literacy Week 8. I am Mrs. Crawley. Before we begin today's lesson, I want to give a huge shout out to a few awesome third graders. Carice, Faith, Brianna, Isla, Ellie, Benjamin, and Isaiah, awesome job with last week's Flipgrid responses. I can't wait to see what you do this week. If you did not share your responses on Flipgrid last week, don't worry, you have a chance this week. What will you be able to do after today's lesson? You will be able to investigate and describe events and outcomes as likely, unlikely, certain, impossible, and equally likely. Before I begin the lesson, I want to focus for my learning, something that's going to keep me on task during this lesson. Our focus question for today: how can you describe whether or not an event or outcome is probably going to happen? I want you to keep this focus question in your mind as we go through today's lesson. Today, you will need the lesson handout, and if you don't have the lesson handout, that's totally okay. A blank piece of paper will work as well. Something to write with, and crayons. If you don't have crayons, you can use color pencils, you can use markers, or you can use a pencil or a pen. Pause the video right here, quickly go get your materials, and I'll be waiting. Today's Math Meets Literacy story is It's Probably Penny. And here's on the front cover, we see a dog with glasses, her tongue's hanging out. She has on a funny polka dot collar. So this is probably Penny. And Penny is Lisa's dog. Lisa is a third grader just like you, who's given a fun homework assignment by her teacher. She has to go home and find events or outcomes that are certain, impossible, or equally likely to happen. So she's a third grader just like you, and she's doing work just like you. So let's enjoy It's Probably Penny. Did you enjoy It's Probably Penny? My favorite part is how Penny helped Lisa do her homework. She's a very good dog. I think she's an awesome dog. She was a good homework helper. What was your favorite part of It's Probably Penny? All right, so before we begin the rest of our lesson, let's go over some review words that you've learned from Miss Yeager, from previous lessons, and from It's Probably Penny. We have event, outcome, predict, likely, unlikely, certain, impossible, and equally likely. All right, are you ready? Make sure you have your handout or a blank piece of paper and something to write with. Let's solve it. So on the very first page of It's Probably Penny, Lisa's teacher, Mr. Jason, put a group of green jelly beans on the desk. The students predict it is certain to pick a green jelly bean. Why did the students describe this event, picking a green jelly bean, as certain? Right here, pause the video and write your answer. Remember to explain your thinking. Once you've solved it, start the video again. Well, I'm looking at the picture, and I remember from the story, there were only green jelly beans on the desk. There weren't any of the yucky black jelly beans or any of delicious red or purple jelly beans. There were only green jelly beans. So I know that Mr. Jason cannot choose any other color because there are only green jelly beans. So it is certain that he will pick a green jelly bean. It is impossible for him to pick any other color. Did you come up with the same answer? Ooh, I like this page too because I love pancakes, one of my favorite breakfast and dinner foods. So Lisa's mom makes apple, blueberry, or strawberry pancakes every single Saturday? Why is it equally likely that Lisa's mom will make apple, blueberry, or strawberry pancakes on Saturday? So I want you to stop right here. I want you to think about it, and I want you to write your answer. Remember to explain your thinking with words or sketches or other examples. Once you have your answer, come back to the video. So here in the corner, I see there's apple, blueberry, and strawberry. So there are 3 fruit choices for the pancakes. And I know she chooses apple, blueberry, or strawberry every Saturday. She only chooses one. So, and there are 3. And it's not 2 apple or 3 blueberry or 3 strawberry. There are 3 choices. So it's equally likely for Lisa's mom to make apple, blueberry, or strawberry pancakes. Each fruit has a chance to be picked for the Saturday morning pancakes. It is equally likely. So Lisa's family goes to the farmer's market, and the farmer's market is one of my favorite places to go during the summer and the fall. Her family buys 8 apples. You are going to color the apples so that it would be impossible to pick a yellow apple. And then you will write a statement that proves it is impossible to pick a yellow apple. So I'd like you to stop the video right here and color your apples or draw some apples and come back when you have your answer. Okay, so Mrs. Crawley colored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 apples green, and 2 of the apples are red. I did not color any of the apples yellow because I wanted to make sure it would be impossible for Lisa and her family to choose a yellow apple. There are no yellow apples, so it is impossible. How did you color your apples? As long as you did not color them yellow, you did an awesome job. Why? It is impossible to choose a yellow apple. All right. Lisa buys a bag of dog treats from Penny, and Penny definitely deserves it. She did a lot of homework help. There are 6 red treats, 12 brown treats, 6 yellow treats, and 12 orange treats in the bag. If Lisa takes one treat from the bag without looking, what outcome is more likely than yellow? What outcomes are equally likely? Again, pause the video and write your answer, making sure to explain your thinking. And I'm going to give you a hint. For this question, I think you should definitely do some sketching or drawing. Once you have your solution, start the video. I'll be waiting. So here I did a little sketching. I drew a brown paper bag. I'm not an artist, but that's okay. And I drew 36 bones. There are 12 orange bones, 12 brown bones, 6 yellow bones, and 6 red bones. So, now I want to know what outcome is more likely than yellow. More likely than yellow. Well, I see that there are 6 red, and that's the same amount of yellow. So 6 red dog treats, and that's the same amount of yellow dog treats that we have. So I know it's not more likely to get red dog treats. But here I see there are 12 orange dog treats and 12 brown dog treats. And I know that 12 is more than 6. So more than 6? Oh, so it is more likely for me to choose an orange dog treat or a brown dog treat. Let's see. So now I want to know what is equally likely to choose. Well, I have 6 yellow and 6 red, and 6 is the same as 6. So it's equally likely for me to choose a yellow dog treat or a red dog treat. And I see that I have 12 orange dog treats and 12 brown dog treats. 12 is the same as 12. They're equal. Oh, so there's an equally likely chance that I would pick an orange dog treat or a brown dog treat. Did your sketch look something like this? You guys are probably better artists than I am, so yours probably looked amazing, not like Mrs. Crawley's. All right, so before we extend our thinking, I want to go back to our focus question. So our focus question for today: how can you describe whether or not an event or outcome is probably going to happen? After reading It's Probably Penny and doing 4 practice problems, what do you know? What can you do? And you can definitely answer this. We have enough of that information churning in our heads that we can definitely answer this focus question. So I'd like you to answer this focus question on our 3rd grade flip grid. Remember to explain your thinking. You guys did such an awesome job last week, so I know I'm going to be blown away with what you do this week. Now, we've got those practice problems, we've got the story. So now we're gonna extend our thinking. I'm gonna make you stretch that mind a little bit. Lisa and Penny are playing Twister. Write 4 statements about possible outcomes if Lisa spins the spinner below. Write an impossible outcome, a likely outcome, an unlikely outcome, and a certain outcome. Explain your reason for each statement you write. And you're going to share your answers on our 3rd grade flip grid. And here's our flip grid QR code. You can get to the 3rd grade flip grid by pulling up the QR code here or copying this into your address bar. Remember to share your solutions, sketches, and written responses. I had such a great time with you this week with Math Meets Literacy, and I will see everyone next week. Bye.